How's it going today? Hi everyone, and welcome to our podcast. I'm Sophia, and with me today is the ever-enthusiastic Mason.
Hey there, Sophia. I'm excited for today's episode. We're diving into a topic that's sure to bring lots of laughs, funny secrets revealed at parties.
Absolutely, Mason. There's something so intriguing about the unexpected things that come out when people let their guard down. It's those surprising revelations and quirky stories that really make parties memorable.
That's so true. Everyone has that one funny secret or embarrassing moment that they might share when they're in a relaxed setting. I'm sure we all have some wild stories. What's one of your favorites, Sophia?
Oh, I've got a good one. It was at a friend's birthday party. We were all sitting around, and suddenly, someone started talking about a crazy dream they had. The conversation quickly turned into a sharing session of the most bizarre dreams we'd ever had.
That sounds hilarious. It's always interesting to hear what's going on in people's subconscious. Do you remember any of the details from those dreams?
Definitely. One person dreamed they were a superhero, but their superpower was the ability to make endless amounts of spaghetti. And another person dreamt they were being chased by giant marshmallows. It was one of those moments where everyone was laughing so hard, tears were streaming down our faces.
Giant marshmallows, huh? That's a new one. It's amazing how dreams can turn into such funny stories. But speaking of funny secrets, do you think people are more likely to reveal personal secrets at parties because of the relaxed atmosphere?
I think so. When people are in a casual environment, away from the pressures of daily life, they're more likely to open up. Alcohol and a fun atmosphere can definitely make people feel more comfortable sharing personal stories.
Exactly. And sometimes, it's those unexpected revelations that make the best stories. For example, I remember one time, someone admitted they had a secret talent for impersonations. They even did a spot-on impression of a famous actor right there at the party.
That's awesome. It's always fun to discover hidden talents and quirks. And let's not forget about those awkward but funny moments, like when someone tries to dance and ends up knocking over a drink or two.
Oh, the classic party blunders. They add a touch of unpredictability to the evening, and sometimes, those mishaps become the highlight of the night.
Absolutely. They're the kind of moments that people laugh about for years. Like that time someone accidentally told a hilarious story about a celebrity encounter, and it turned into a running joke among our group of friends.
It's amazing how one funny story can become legendary. Speaking of which, have you ever had a secret revealed at a party that surprised you?
Oh, definitely. One time, a friend confessed they had a totally unexpected hobby: competitive yo-yoing. I had no idea they were so passionate about it. It was both surprising and impressive.
Competitive yo-yoing, oh, that's a unique hobby. It's these kinds of revelations that really make parties memorable. And I think it's great how people can feel free to share their quirks and passions when they're in a fun environment.
Definitely. It's what makes social gatherings so enjoyable. We get to see different sides of people and hear stories we wouldn't normally get to hear.
Absolutely. And as we continue, we'll dive deeper into more funny secrets and party stories. We'll also explore how these revelations can shape our memories and relationships.
That's right. Stay tuned as we dig into more hilarious and surprising moments that make parties so much fun.
Now, we've been sharing some hilarious stories about surprising revelations at parties. Ready for more?
Absolutely. So, let's dive into more funny moments. Mason, do you remember a party where someone shared an unexpected talent or secret?
Oh, for sure. There was this party a while back where a friend revealed that they had a hidden talent for magic tricks. They pulled out a deck of cards and started performing tricks that left everyone amazed.
Magic tricks at a party, how cool. I bet that was a hit. For our listeners, a hidden talent means a special skill or ability that someone doesn't usually show off. So, when someone reveals this at a party, it's a big surprise.
Exactly. And the deck of cards is just a set of playing cards used in card games and tricks. Seeing someone pull off amazing tricks with something so simple is always impressive.
It really is. And it's not just about the tricks. Sometimes it's the personal stories that make parties memorable. I remember one party where someone shared a funny childhood memory that had everyone in stitches.
Oh, I love those kinds of stories. Childhood memories are often full of amusing moments. It's like a glimpse into someone's past that makes them more relatable.
Absolutely. Sharing a glimpse into someone's past means showing a small part of their life story. These stories help us connect with others on a more personal level.
And speaking of connections, sometimes people reveal their funniest or most embarrassing moments. Like that time a friend admitted they once got lost in their own neighborhood during a run. It was a mix-up of epic proportions.
Getting lost in your own neighborhood, now that's a story. It's those epic proportions of mishaps that make for the best party tales.
And for our listeners, epic proportions means something that is extremely significant or impressive, often in a humorous way. It's those big, surprising moments that really stand out.
Exactly. And sometimes it's the small, funny details that make a story memorable. Like when someone accidentally spilled a drink all over themselves while trying to dance. The way they reacted and laughed it off turned it into a great story.
It's amazing how people can turn a little mishap into something funny and enjoyable. It shows how a positive attitude can make even awkward moments fun.
For sure. Keeping a positive attitude means staying cheerful and optimistic, even when things don't go as planned. It helps everyone enjoy the moment, no matter what happens.
And sometimes, these stories become legendary among friends. Like the time someone told a wild tale about their misadventures on vacation. It became a running joke that everyone still laughs about.
Those running jokes are the best. They're inside jokes that people continue to talk about and laugh about for a long time. It's these shared laughs that strengthen friendships.
Absolutely. And sharing funny secrets and stories also helps people feel more relaxed and comfortable around each other.
That's right. It's all about creating a relaxed atmosphere where people can be themselves and enjoy each other's company. So, let's take a moment to reflect on what makes these party revelations so special.
Great idea. First, it's the surprise element. When someone reveals something unexpected, it adds an element of excitement to the conversation.
Second, it's the humor. Funny stories and secrets make people laugh and bond over shared experiences.
And third, it's the connection. These revelations help us see different sides of people and build stronger relationships. Now, we've been having a great time sharing hilarious stories and surprising revelations. Ready to dive into more?
Absolutely. Today, we're going to focus on how these funny secrets and stories can create lasting memories and strengthen friendships.
That's a great topic. So, let's start with how revealing something funny or personal can really make an impact. I remember a party where someone shared a story about their most embarrassing moment during a job interview.
Oh, those are always good. What happened in the story?
Well, this person was so nervous that they accidentally mixed up their resume with the grocery list. So, during the interview, they talked about their experience in shopping for apples and milk.
That's priceless. Mixing up a resume with a grocery list is definitely an epic fail. For our listeners, epic fail means a big and often humorous mistake. It's these kinds of moments that people remember and laugh about later.
Exactly. And what's great about stories like that is, they show how everyone makes mistakes, but it's how we handle them that counts. The person who shared the story laughed it off, and it made everyone feel more comfortable.
Yes, laughing off mistakes is a great way to handle them. It helps to create a positive atmosphere. Speaking of creating an atmosphere, have you ever noticed how a funny story can really change the mood at a party?
Absolutely. A funny story can lift everyone's spirits and make the party more enjoyable. I once heard a story where someone shared how they accidentally joined the wrong wedding reception thinking it was their friend's party.
Joining the wrong wedding reception? That sounds like a comedy of errors. For our listeners, a comedy of errors refers to a situation with multiple mistakes that lead to a funny outcome.
Exactly. And what's even funnier is how they ended up having a great time and even became friends with the guests. Sometimes, unexpected situations can lead to the best memories.
That's a great point. Sometimes the most unexpected events become the best stories. They make people bond over shared laughter and unusual experiences.
Right. and these stories often become a part of the group's history. For instance, if you're part of a group of friends who regularly share funny stories, those stories become part of your shared experiences.
And when these stories are told repeatedly, they become inside jokes. An inside joke is a joke that only a specific group of people understand because it's based on shared experiences.
Exactly. Inside jokes help build a sense of camaraderie among friends. It's like having your own special language or code that only you and your friends understand.
And speaking of camaraderie, do you remember a time when a party story helped you connect with someone new?
Yes, actually, I was at a party where I didn't know many people. Someone told a funny story about a mix-up at a costume party. I joined in with a similar story, and it was a great icebreaker.
Icebreakers are perfect for starting conversations and making new connections. Sharing funny stories or experiences can help people feel more at ease and open up.
Definitely. And that's the beauty of funny secrets and stories. They help people connect on a deeper level and create lasting memories.
Absolutely. They turn a simple gathering into an event full of shared laughter and meaningful interactions. It's what makes social gatherings so enjoyable.
So, as we wrap up today's episode, let's remember that funny stories and secrets are more than just entertainment. They play a big role in building friendships and creating lasting memories.
Well said, Mason. Thanks for joining us for this fun and memorable discussion. We hope you enjoyed it and that it inspires you to share your own funny stories at your next gathering.
Absolutely. Now, it's been a fantastic journey exploring all these hilarious and surprising party stories. Ready for our final segment, Sophia?
Absolutely. We'll discuss how funny secrets and stories impact our memories and relationships long term.
Great idea. Let's start with how sharing these stories can leave a lasting impression. For instance, think about a time when someone shared a secret that everyone couldn't stop talking about for weeks.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. I remember a party where someone revealed they had accidentally sent a text to the wrong person. A message meant for their friend went to their boss instead.
That's a classic. For our listeners, sending a text to the wrong person means accidentally sending a message to someone other than the intended recipient. It's a common mistake that can lead to some funny and awkward situations.
Right. And a classic means something that is very typical or well known, often because it happens frequently. These types of stories become memorable because they are relatable and amusing.
Exactly. And the way these stories get retold at parties can make them even funnier over time. It's like adding new details or exaggerations that make the story even more entertaining.
True! Adding new details or exaggerations means making the story more interesting or dramatic than it originally was. It's a common way to keep the story fresh and engaging each time it's told.
And those retold stories often become legendary among friends. Legendary means very famous or well known, often because of the way the story is told or the impact it has.
Absolutely. And sometimes these stories evolve into traditions. For example, if a group of friends always talks about a specific funny event, it becomes part of their regular conversations.
That's a great point. These traditions are repeated practices or customs that become a cherished part of social gatherings. They help maintain a sense of continuity and connection among friends.
And it's not just about the stories themselves. It's also about how they bring people together. Sharing a laugh over a funny secret can strengthen bonds and make people feel more connected.
Exactly. Breaking down barriers means removing obstacles or making it easier for people to connect with each other. Humor and personal stories are great tools for achieving this.
And it's amazing how these shared experiences can create lasting memories. When you think back on a party, it's often the funny moments and unexpected revelations that stand out.
That's true. Those memorable moments become highlights of our social interactions, and they help us look back on events with fondness and amusement.
And as we wrap up, let's not forget the importance of having fun and being open with others. Sharing funny secrets and stories not only entertains but also fosters a sense of community and connection.
Well said, Sophia. And thank you all for joining us for this episode. We hope you enjoyed these stories and that they inspired you to share your own funny moments with friends and family.
Definitely. Keep the laughter going and continue to create and share those memorable stories. We look forward to our next episode with more engaging and entertaining content.
Until next time, take care and keep making those fantastic memories.